On Tuesday, June 4th, Coquitlam residents came out to the Evergreen Cultural Centre for the Coquitlam Foundation's 2013 awards ceremony. After a fabulous reception sponsored by Pasta Polo, the awards were handed out to this year's recipient. And of course, Tri-Cities Community Television was there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coquitlam Foundation's annual awards presentation. My name is Terry O'Neill. I'm on the board of the Coquitlam Foundation, and it's my pleasure to be your master of ceremony for tonight. Before we get going, I want to just say, why do they always have these sorts of events on the evening, which is the nicest night of the year? These sorts of things happen, but anyway, it was a beautiful evening out there, and allowed us to enjoy the lovely refreshments before as well, inside and out. This is our 21st year serving as the charitable heart of Coquitlam. The foundation is very proud of that record of accomplishment. In the last 12 months, they've been especially memorable, as we've seen the establishment of 4 new funds. They are the Steps Together Fund, Westfield's Learning Initiatives for Tomorrow, or LIFT Fund, the Trevor Wingrove Fund, and the Michael Koss Brain Injury Fund. And we are also very pleased to announce that the total value of all the bursaries, scholarships, and grants that have been distributed already and will be distributed tonight this year over the last 12 months is well in excess of our annual target of $50,000. In fact, it's more than double that. The total is $113,861 in grants, scholarships, and bursaries. Great news. You know, most announcements of that sort you hear are about how much profit somebody made. This is our profit, actually. This is our profit statement. It's our social profit, you might want to call it. How much money we can give out in any one year. And we certainly couldn't do it without all the people who started funds with us, and it's our honor to manage those funds. And so, as we proceed with tonight's gathering, it's my pleasure to introduce the chair of the Coquitlam Foundation, Ms. Julie Fisher. Julie.
Thank you, Terry. Welcome, everyone. I'd just like to acknowledge special guests here tonight. We've got Douglas Horn, MLA for Coquitlam Burke Mountain. We have Linda Reamer. She's MLA-elect for Port Moody Coquitlam. His Worship Richard Stewart, Mayor of Coquitlam. Coquitlam City Councilors Terry O'Neill, May Reed, Linda Reamer, and City of Coquitlam Manager Ron Price. Also, we have Mary O'Neill, Principal of Dr. Charles Best Secondary School. Bob Hetherington, President of Coquitlam Search and Rescue. And Jack Trumley, Coquitlam Public Library Board. I would now like to ask Mayor Richard Stewart to come up and say a few words on behalf of Mayor and Council.
Thank you very much, Julie. I don't know why Linda gets introduced twice. Linda was definitely a hardworking member of Coquitlam City Council, and we're so pleased that she's off to Victoria to carry our message into another direction. I'm so pleased other members of council, members that I actually spent the long hours this weekend with as well, and they showed how hardworking they are. On behalf of Coquitlam City Council and the city, I would like to congratulate all of the recipients of tonight's awards. Since 1992, the Coquitlam Foundation has been working diligently to enhance Coquitlam's quality of life and create the lasting legacies by contributing to endowment funds that benefit a broad range of people and organizations. They provide a channel for compassionate citizens who want to contribute to their community by helping build enduring legacies, gifts that keep on giving to the community in perpetuity. Coquitlam Foundation's endowment funds go to organizations and individuals in the form of grants, bursaries, and scholarships. The Coquitlam Foundation is recognized in our community as a wonderful resource that helps support the community each year. Congratulations again to all the lucky award recipients, the Coquitlam Foundation and its community donors. And that's the end of the written portion of my presentation. But I do want to actually make a little bit of a personal comment, because there are some incredibly dedicated people that give their heart and soul to this foundation. And some incredibly dedicated people that give their money as well. The work that the Coquitlam Foundation does in our community is invaluable. I lived here all my life, and the last 20 years of this organization has provided tremendous benefit to people in the community. And I want to thank everyone that's organized, everyone that's attended the meetings, and anyone that's attended events for the Coquitlam Foundation. And tonight is where it's all realized. I thank you very much. On behalf of Council, please, thank you.
I'd also like to introduce the directors of the foundation. If you're here, could you please stand up and just wave as I call your name? Vice Chair Janet Toddington. Treasurer Bob Tanaka. Board Secretary Sam Nakai. Mayor of Coquitlam Richard Stewart. School District 43 Board Representative Jerry Wallace. Tri-Cities Chamber of Commerce Representative Desiree Dupuis. And Directors at Large Ron Grender. Lindsay Meningello. Terry O'Neill. Ron Roberge and Wim van der Zaan. And tonight we also wish to recognize past directors who have retired from the foundation board. First, Colleen Talbot, who served as a director for 2 consecutive 4-year terms from 2004 through to 2012, most of those years as a chair of the foundation. Her hard work and dedication helped bring about the necessary funding for an executive director and an administrative assistant. Her work on the Fund Development Committee also helped grow the foundation to over $2 million in invested funds over that time. Next is Director Ron Roberge, retired this year after serving as a director since 2008 for 5 years at the foundation. Over those years, Ron has been instrumental in liaising with several of our new and existing fund holders, supporting our grants committee, and coordinating our youth projects in support of the foundation. So I'd like to call Colleen and Ron up and to thank you for your contributions to the foundation and to our community. Pass it back to Terry.
Thank you very much. Now, we talked about hard-working board directors, and these were 2 of the hardest. 2 other people who volunteer an amazing number of hours are sitting behind me, and I want to formally introduce them. The first is our Vice Chair, Janet Toddington. She's chair of the Grants Committee, and she's also very deeply involved in organizing this meeting tonight, and that takes a lot of work. Sam Nakai, behind me as well, is the board secretary, is helping with this as well tonight, and spends a lot of time working on the minutiae of coordinating everything, keeping our minutes and keeping our books, and helping keep all of our files in order. So please welcome Janet Toddington and Sam Nakai and for the next portion of the program.